Namaste, namaste, and welcome to this chair yoga without the chair. I'm just joking, it's over there. Today we're going to do a short practice that you can do any day of the week. You can even add it to a day when you already do your chair yoga class if you want to do some extra movement. But this is designed to be a short daily practice that will get your body moving and help to build some of that mobility and strength and resilience and release a little bit of tension. So if you are normally practicing yoga, it's really good to have a little centering, but with our short bursts, let's just get cracking. So we're going to start with the feet nice and wide, a little softness in the knees to bounce into the knees and arms resting down by the sides, and then gently twisting from side to side. Here, allowing your head to follow your movement instead of leading it, letting the shoulders be soft and relaxed, the arms heavy, and the elbows and fingers just able to bend, to curl if they need to. Drawing the abdominal muscles a little bit inwards and upwards. And if you are in touch with your pelvic floor, then engaging your pelvic floor too. Just gently. Try to have a sense of twisting around the central line of the body. So instead of swaying from side to side, it's a straight rotation. And that's how we start. And then allowing the hands to just gently tap the body at the end of their movement, wherever that happens to be. Might be higher up or lower down, depending on the length of your arms. You might feel it useful to tap the outsides of the hips and then across the abdomen and the low back a little bit more. So you can move your hands around to do a little tapping in the lower torso. And then from here, we're going to free our feet a little bit so that we can pivot on the toes. That might slow your movement down, that's okay. And if you feel good doing this, if you don't feel good doing this, you can return to having the feet steady and stable. But if it feels okay doing this, maybe give a little soft bend in the knees in the center. So you bounce and twist and bounce and twist. Again, if it doesn't feel good for your hips or your knees, you can return to one of the earlier variations. And you might need to build up to doing this much Kati Chakrasana if you're not used to doing it on a regular basis. And if you can, touching the opposite shoulder in front of you, opposite hip behind you, and again, allowing the fingertips or the palms of the hands to gently tap the front of the body, the back of the hand, tap the back of the body. When you're ready, you can let your bounce go and simply pivot. And then bring your feet to stillness and sway slowly back to a steady central space. When you do that, always notice how it feels to release that movement, to come back to steadiness and stillness. See if you can feel the vibration of energy in your body. And then when you're ready, rolling your shoulders. And if you want to roll your shoulders and your head wants to move with them, then allow your head to move too. And we'll roll the opposite way as well. Then we're going to make slightly bigger movements. So planting your feet quite firmly and letting your knees bend. Bend your left elbow and start making small circles with your left elbow. Let the shoulder and the arm follow. And then perhaps your circles will get a bit bigger, perhaps they won't. Just go wherever your body has space to move. Try to avoid forcing the body in any way. So if you meet some resistance, just move gently away from it, don't force through it. And then going in the opposite direction as well. Nice soft movements, soft elbows, soft fingers. See if you can feel the movement beginning to access down the side of the body, the chest, the upper back, maybe even the sides of the neck, maybe even the hip. And resting this arm down, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Start by bending the elbow, make small circles to begin with. And some people naturally go backwards to start, and some people naturally go forwards. Don't worry about it, just choose whichever way your body wants to go naturally. And begin to make your circles a little bit more expressive, expansive. Maybe accessing into the sides of the body, the chest. And we'll go the opposite way as well. And you can start small if you want to, or you can find that more expressive, expansive range of movement. Very good. And we'll finish at the end of this one. And then just straightening the legs a little bit, relaxing the arms down to the sides. Bring your chin down towards your chest. If that feels like a nice position, then you can try rolling your right ear to your right shoulder and lifting the chin a little, chin back to the chest, and rolling the left ear to the left shoulder, side to side. If rolling down feels quite stiff, then just take a moment and roll up again, lift the chin, and roll down, but don't go quite so far. So just a gentle nod up and down. If you're rolling from ear to ear, you can keep going. If you've done a few gentle nods, then you can turn your head from side to side as well. And you can also take your ear from one shoulder to the other, little side bending. So finding a way to move your neck that feels useful, that feels like it's releasing and allowing some of that tension to let go, but without forcing any kind of stretching. And then when you're ready, you can bring your head back to center. And we'll just take a moment to notice how perhaps it feels differently in the top of the body and the connections between the neck and the shoulders. And I'm just turning sideways so you can see. We're going to do a little spinal undulation. So the feet are still wide, still a little softness in the knees. We'll take the hands in front of us, elbows bent, breathing in, opening the chest, and the elbows can come back behind the body if that feels comfortable to you. And as you breathe out, we're just reaching the arms forward and rounding through the upper back, chin towards the chest, maybe tucking the pelvis under slightly. Breathing in. Firm belly and firm buttocks, looking up, and breathing out, just rounding and draping a little bit forward. Breathing in. The idea is to move the spine backwards and forwards. Breathing out. We'll do one more. Breathing in and breathing out. And then finish by breathing in, reaching the arms out to the sides, and breathing out as you relax the arms down to the sides. So rolling through the shoulders, and every time you do that, feel free to move your hips, move the sides of your body as well, to let go of any effort from the practice. Let's do a little bit of side bending. So with the feet still in this slightly wider than hip width apart, we're going to keep the knees a little soft. Breathe in, reach the arms out to the side. And as you breathe out, reach the left arm over to the right and the right arm over to the left. Breathe in back to the center and breathing out to the opposite side. Firm in your belly muscles, breathing in, draw your navel towards your spine, breathing out. You might even like to look to the left, breathing in and breathing out, maybe looking to the right. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. I'm going to do a little twisting. So this time we're going to breathe in, taking the arms wide. And as you breathe out, twist to the right and wrap the left arm across the body. The right hand can come behind to the left hip. Breathing in back to the center and breathing out to the opposite side. A little firmness in the belly muscles. Breathing in, breathing out as you twist. Breathing in, breathing out as you twist. Let's do one more to each side. Breathing out as you twist, breathing in and breathing out as you twist. We're going to breathe in back to the center, just straighten the left hand and breathe out the arms down to the side. And then finish with the hands on the hips, a little softness in the knees and giving the hips a little wiggle around in one direction. And you can wiggle the opposite way as well. And when you're ready, you can come back to center and just take one last cleansing breath. Breathing in, reaching the arms out and up or in front of the body. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down to the center of the chest. Hands in Namaste. So this is a little daily practice, gets you moving, particularly in the upper body, which can hunch forward a little bit as we, if we sit a lot and as we get older, perhaps. I hope you enjoy doing it and let me know if you'd like any more practices to do at home. Namaste.